Growthpoint consists of 5 focus areas in the sustainability drive. The first focus area is utility management, and we're making sure that we monitor and accurately bill our clients with the right energy and water consumption. The second strategic lever is where we focus on is energy and water efficiencies. We're making sure that our buildings actually operate optimally and that our electricity and water consumption is reduced to an optimal rate. The third focus area is actually renewable energies. We look at all forms of renewable energy. We look at the whole spectrum. The fourth focus area is sustainable developments. We're making sure that, if it's a new building, our buildings are a minimum of a 4-star rated green building. And if it is an existing building, we make sure that, that building is rated and that it's rated to its optimal performance. The fifth and last strategic lever is actually strategic projects, where we focus on risk mitigation projects as well as advocacy for sustainability and utilities in the industry.
There are 3 reasons why sustainability is so important. The first one is that the property sector generates 40% of the global emissions. The second one is that specifically in South Africa, electricity cost is just increasing phenomenally. And the last part is that there's just no question about the fact that green buildings improve productivity. A business would spend generally in the order of 0.1% on electricity, 1% on rental, and about 10% on salaries. So if we can increase the productivity noticeably, that would be by far the biggest advantage for businesses.
It's one of these incredible opportunities that we have to simultaneously do well by doing good. So the good aspects are well known. Buildings are a huge part of influencing climate change and have wonderful mitigation opportunities. But the doing well piece is that it makes insane financial sense. No matter which measure you want to use, whether it's total income return, total capital return, the rentals that you get, the operating costs, from whichever way you want to poke it, green buildings make incredible financial sense.
Sustainability is a key issue because we're thinking about the problems that are arising today that will impact on the future and the world that these people will be retiring into. So we need to start addressing those considerations today. A failure to address them will ultimately embed bigger liabilities in the future, and as a result maybe the savings won't be sufficient. So that's why for us sustainability is a key consideration. Climate change is going to have meaningful impacts on businesses for many reasons. Firstly, the fact that there are a number of risks that are inherent in climate change, particularly around climate volatility, which is going to result in a lot of uncertainty and some fairly high impact events from a weather perspective. But it's also going to be a link to the fact that we've got serious issues with respect to access to resources, whether it be access to water or other key resources that can be impacted on by climate change. On the other hand, climate change is going to present a massive opportunity as we go into what's possibly the next big industrial revolution or the green revolution. And that's going to give a huge opportunity for businesses to bring innovative solutions to the fore, position new and exciting businesses which can actually present solutions to many of these challenges and risks that are out there for businesses in the future.
The future leading property fund would be a property fund that has every single building rated in terms of the Green Building Council's rating systems. And not only just have the buildings rated, but ensuring that the buildings are as water and energy efficient as possible, and that every aspect that could potentially have an impact on productivity is addressed, so that the premise allow the businesses to thrive.
The ability of a green building to be a key player, not only in terms of productivity improvement, but also in terms of sort of a happiness index within a building. And that talks directly to the ability of a large business to attract, and I suppose most importantly, to retain key staff. And I think increasingly the corporate's intentions, not only in respect of how it builds and operates its own buildings, but in terms of the environment that it offers to its staff, is going to become critical.